Oh my god. Today was so tiring. Hello. How are you guys doing today? Yes. All your monies belong to me. Hold on. I need music. Music. Did everyone have a good day today? I hope so. Actually, to be honest, I had a pretty good day. I got up at like 2 p.m. and then I went to, well, I iced my arms, and then I went to the dog park, and it was very, very muddy. Okay, why are we highlighting the fact that I woke up at 2 p.m.? That's a normal time to wake up. Brackets for me. Ew, you have to do math, practitioner? I'm so sorry if you're lost. Are you in high school? Why are you doing trigonometry? Oh no, you must be in the university or something. Yeah, what does it have to do with it? It's true, they do look like little rat claws. You know what? Now I want to get a toggle that gives me rat claws. Next model, guys. Thank you very much, Crispy. Hold on, let me write this down. This is very important. Get a toggle that gives me rat claws. I will assimilate. I will become a rat. That's perfect. No one will be able to see it, but I'll know. Hi, Flamdring. Could be doing better, but stream will fix it. That's true. That is very true. I test drove cars like I stole them but didn't buy. Spartan, is there something you need to tell us? Is there something that you need to confess to this chat? Because we're not gonna snitch. Nobody here is a snitch, right? If someone did something definitely legal. Well, I mean, I'm gonna get a second model later. Well, technically third, if you don't count my what do you call it? Maybe you should do some meditation, Tamo. Maybe that would help. Cause sometimes it's really just like you're so full of anxiety that you don't get a sleep, like a good sleep. Amaya's now a were-rat. I need a were-rat model. Actually, here, I'll show you guys the thingy. Because I did... there's still... Obviously, there are changes to be made, right? But, from our discussion, I was able to speak with an artist, and they're very lovely, and they already have a draft of the mascot. And I asked them, too, if they could make a customizable thing, so you like a reference. We'll talk about it more in detail later, so it may or may not happen. But they asked if I asked if I can get a customizable sheet for you guys, so it's easy for you to make your own poison taster. Here you go. This is the draft we have so far, though. Aren't you cute? We might change the eyes around a little bit. I want you guys to look a little bit cuter. A little bit cuter. The little T-Rex arms. I found a 1990 Miata with 20k miles, so I had to practically try a practically brand new vintage car. How is guys, I don't drive. Is 20k miles a lot? Oh my god, I sounded like Venno for a second. I sounded like Venno. That was so trippy. Oh my god. Someone clip that and send it to Venno, please. Is that vintage? I don't know. I don't know what's defined as vintage. Hi, Dragon. For a car that old is insanely low? Really? Someone drive me everywhere. I'll be your little passenger princess. Ah. Because I don't like doing anything. That's true, I guess. I don't really know miles. Thank you, Hazen. Have fun at Easter celebration. I don't actually really do anything for Easter. Do you guys do anything? Hold on. Nobody get distracted. I need to put on Subway Surfers in the background. Maybe then you won't get distracted. What the? Oh! I didn't realize that the scrolling text is still going. It was so confusing. Look, can you notice it? At the top? You see, it almost looks like a bug because it's white on the thingy. It's trippy. Alright. Oh, wait, no, I was gonna talk about me. I can't believe I forgot to talk about me. I'm so fucking stupid. Anyways, so what happened was we went to the park and then it was really muddy because the snow keeps melting and snowing again because Canada. It's probably going to continue snowing maybe until May. But we were like, oh my god, the temperature's so nice, blah, 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 blah. And then we went to a park that didn't have AstroTurf, so yeah, that was a mistake. And then we, like, did you know that they're, like, kind of, not drive-through washes for your dog, but, like, some pet stores you can go and you can wash, like, you can pay to wash your dog and stuff. And so we had to wash 3 dogs. And, well, I mostly had to wash my dog and then my mom's dog. My sister washed her own because my sister's dog doesn't really like me. I don't know. She has like some trauma and every single time she sees me, she barks. Even if I open my door, she barks. I hate it. It's awful. And then, what do you call it? My dog was not happy with me at all. And she gave me the bitchiest look in the car. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You can look like that. But mama got you treats. I got her a pig ear. And then I got her this like big star chew toy. And it feels durable, but I know it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. She didn't seem to like it that much though. I don't know, maybe she's just tired. She had a long day today. So poison taster is fun. If we fail at a big task, we can just excuse ourselves with I have a big head and little arms. That's true. That should be your catchphrase. A big meal tomorrow in Outreach Church. My family's been helping out. Oh, that sounds nice. I hope that you guys had a lovely time. Bro, I felt so bad. But, like, I got her stuff. You know, I got her a new toy. She's very particular about the toys that she likes. I don't know. She wants the toys that she can destroy. You know? Like mother, like daughter. It was very funny. Because the other day, I was, like, I was using, like, a garbage bag. I was just moving it around because my... Oh, this is dirty. I was just moving it around because I was changing the recycling bag for drinks, right? For like cans and stuff, because we have it outside. And I was just waving it around the backyard. My, like, Aria was like running a lot. And then it turns out she was actually scared. I thought she was like playing, but then like one time I just moved it like really fast and she was like, and she started like whining as if like she was hurt. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, she really is like me, because there have been so many instances where like you guys will hear my sister come in, or like you'll know my sister comes in to my room because I get startled and I scream. We're both very skittish. My cat was like that as well, so you know. And then we went to this restaurant. It was like a mix of Vietnamese and Korean food. It was not. Like, the owners or like the people working there weren't even like Vietnamese or Korean. And I was very confused, but I'm like, okay, well, maybe the food's gonna be good. No, it was the most mid food I've ever had. I'm like, okay, maybe they studied the cuisine. They did not. It was not it was not even close to Vietnamese or Korean tasting. No, it wasn't a chain. And it said that it's been there since 2015. I was like, what the fuck? How'd you guys stay open with food like this? It does not make sense. No, because like my cat before and like Aurora and Aria were both very skittish. And we're the exact same. I don't know how, but I guess like dogs or like pets just take after their owners in that way. No, I really wanted to be open-minded. I tried so hard to be open-minded. I was once again disappointed. I should have seen it coming, because my sister was like, oh, maybe we should go for doneras. And I'm like, oh, maybe it'll be good. And then the only thing they had that was Korean was fried chicken, which we did not get. We got some sort of kalbi, I think, but it wasn't even like short ribs. It was like chicken. And it didn't taste Korean at all. And my sister got like Korean bulgogi vermicelli. It didn't taste like bulgogi at all. It tasted like barbecue chicken. I was so confused. I was It was very trippy. Hello, Jay, my love. It is ha ha ha. It is me. Oh, I just realized we almost have matching color schemes. What the fuck? It won't let me mod you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It doesn't let me do it from the stupid thingy, and I don't know why. I do not understand. Renovating. Yeah. They've been renovating for like 3 months, so good luck. That's true. At least it wasn't raw. Like, it was, I don't know how to describe it. It was just the most incredibly average food I've ever eaten in my life. Also, yeah, I did legitimately almost get banned from this subreddit. I will tell you the story. So, basically, there was like this period of time in my life, you know, because I love judging people and I love making them feel bad, right? But anyways, since I love judging people, I went to the Am I the Asshole subreddit a lot, right? Like a lot. Also because there were a lot of really shit takes, and obviously since they're wrong, I need to correct them, right? But anyways, there was this one post where this dude like cheated on his wife, and you guys know how cheating triggers me, right? Like it makes me so fucking angry as someone who has gone like legitimately like NTR'd, right? Cheating makes me so fucking angry. Sorry. And anyways, I ripped him a new one because he didn't like, he was just like entitled. He didn't know what he did wrong. And did you know there are subreddits to like talk about your affairs and how to not get caught and shit? It's disgusting. My hair tie. Ugh, it's too tight. But like, anyways, I ended up like, I think I got like 2 warnings on the subreddit because I kept calling people names. Okay, well, I didn't call them, like, the names I called them weren't even that bad, but there's a rule in the subreddit to stay civil. And basically, I was not super civil. I was just like, it's actually fucking stupid, like, how you can do this, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's actually really disgusting, and you're, like, this behavior is, like, being a piece of shit. I didn't, like, directly call anyone names, I think, but you have to be civil, and so I got 2 warnings because I broke the rules twice. And I almost got banned, and after that, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go on the subreddit anymore. I'm not gonna go on the subreddit because I will get banned. I will say something that somebody deserves because I'm always right. Hello, Brie, my love. How was your stream? You were playing Fable, right? I was thinking, I'm like, Brie has so much fun playing Fable. Maybe I should play Fable. I've always wanted to, but the controls always seem really finicky to me. But I know that you can do some interesting things. Like, you can be a horrible landlord in Fable, right? Why would I get the new Sims expansion to be a shitty landlord when I could do it in Fable? To just lord over people, make them miserable. Oh wait, that's what I do here too. Ah. But hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Fable 3? Really? I heard that they went away from like the fantasy element in Fable 3, so I kind of didn't really want to try it. Is that just me? Because like, I thought there were guns. And why are there guns in my fantasy game? How am I supposed to do my, you know, my Fable LARP at the next like medieval convention? I heard that they like retcon some stuff. Oh, it's steampunky? Ah, okay. I might try it then. If you say it's good, then I will try it. Oh, fuck. Bro, did you hear my knuckles? Got me fucked up. For real, for real. Flintlocks? See, why would I use a gun when I can just hit someone with the gun? I want a gun boomerang. You throw the gun, it hits someone in the face, and then it bounces back to you. And then you shoot them. No, I know the guns are pretty old, but I want it in my fantasy game. Don't you think it would be fun, though? Like, they think that you're gonna shoot them, and then you just yeet the gun at them. I never see that in anything. Good night, Mr. Spark, as well. I never see it. Why don't I ever see it? Oh, but hi. Welcome, Maze. I'm Amaya Whisper, and I play video games sometime. I also talk sometime. I also do ASMR, voice act, sing. Hi. Guys, make sure to also check out Bree's channel. I think you're gonna do a full Outer Worlds playthrough, right? Is it Outer Worlds or Outer Wilds? I think it was Outer Wilds. I bought that game like a year ago or so on sale because I heard it was really good, but then I never started like actually playing it. I was like, oh, because I saw Camille play it a long time ago. Yeah, it seemed like you were having a lot of fun. I was lurking because I'm always too shy to talk. But I hope that you had a really great time. I don't know what you're doing. You explored different planets, right? I heard that it was supposed to be kind of like an existential game. You know, like you learn like a lot of different things and like meaning in the world or something like that. Did I misunderstand that or no? Really? Wait, actually? I wasn't misinformed for once? That's surprising. Maybe I'll give it a try though. If you say it is good, I trust you. Alright. Let us get into the first one. Let's see. Can you... Oh, hold on. You can't see the whole thing. Hold on. So... I don't want you guys to see the subreddits I was on. Hold on. Oh, but I guess you'll have to. Okay. Let me find it. No, let me do it like this. Because the subreddits I was on are embarrassing. Well, I don't even like logged in here. But like... I'm doing... Yes, I'm by the asshole. This isn't actually logged in my... Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe I don't have to snitch on myself? That'd be cool. That'd be real cool. Oh, I see. I can be smarter. I can be smarter than this. Sorry, I'm always really paranoid about doing this. Not because I watch computer or like porn on my computer, but just because, you know. Okay, do you actually want to see? It's really not that much. Because like this isn't my actual account. Like I'm not logged in. But here, I'll show you. It's the same Brendan, Caillou hate, and am I the asshole? It's the same Brendan subreddit. Did you know that he has a subreddit like that? It's because his ex-wife was awful to him. I'm not gonna explain the Caillou hate subreddit. Sometimes I just feel like this visceral reaction, you know? No, it's because someone sent me like a meme and it was a WebM and I didn't understand it. I was like, what the fuck is this file type? But no, fuck Caillou. Caillou's such a little shit. And now I keep getting Horrid Henry or whatever, which is like the British version of Caillou. Except like, there's definitely something that like Horrid Henry needs help with, okay? He is a troubled child. Caillou is just a mistake. There's a difference. Anyways, enough of looking at the subreddits I visited recently, okay? I will read this. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my father that I don't care how nice his new girlfriend is, she'll never be welcome in my home? My 33 female father's 60s can't keep a girlfriend for long. My mom divorced him when I was a child, and since then he's had no interest in remarrying and settling down. Today his relationships don't tend to last much longer than a year. I'm married with 2 kids, 8 male and 4 female. Because I don't want them to get too attached. I'm already saying not the asshole, okay? Want them to get attached to a new step-grandma every few months. I laid some ground rules when my son was born. My father wasn't allowed to introduce any new girlfriends to them until 6 months into the relationship. For most of my kids' lives, we've had no problems with that. Then came my father's girlfriend from 2022, who was an absolute nightmare of a person. My kids only met her once, but it was enough for me to consider her unsafe to be around my family. Though they later broke up, my father tried to justify her behavior. This is already big red flags, right? It's not just me. No, I can see why you would say that though, DJ, because they're Canadian. All my homies hate Caillou. Okay. Wait, an affair? Oh, because of that whole affair, I changed the rule. You have to wait a year instead of 6 months before introducing new girlfriends. If you tried to do so before that, she'd never be allowed to come to my place. He protested at first, because most of his relationships don't last that long. But well, if they're not lasting that long, like, why do you feel the need to introduce them to your family? Isn't that weird? Oh my god. This is already not the asshole. Already. Whatever. Eventually agreed. He was with another woman for 9 months last year, and my children never met her. My father has been obsessed with his newest girlfriend of 6 months. I've never really met her, but she lives an hour away. She is apparently kid-obsessed and has been asking him to meet his grandkids for a while. He's tried to convince me to make an exception for her for a few months, but I always remind him of my rules. My daughter is turning 4 this week. And you know the thing is, too? If her daughter is turning 4, that means she's getting to an age where she remembers these people in her life. You know? And it's a very important developmental time for her. You know, to just have someone come and go in their life willy-nilly, it's very irresponsible. So good on the mom for setting boundaries. He tried to convince me to make an exception, blah, 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 blah. It took place at an event space our building has. My father showed up an hour late with his new girlfriend. Bruh! I really hate when people don't respect boundaries. It is! It's very confusing for them, Blue Ethan. Why did I say Blue Ethan? Sorry. Sometimes I just combine words. Lately, instead of saying the word I want, I don't know what it is, but like I will just say any word that sounds like somewhat similar or is slightly similar that starts with the same letter. I don't know why. I think my brain is shuffling constantly, which is weird because it doesn't usually work at all, but whatever. That's true. He is blue. Da-da-dee-da-boo-da. I approached him to ask what they were doing. He said that his girlfriend was excited to meet my kids, and he thought a birthday party would be a good place to introduce them because they've been together for half a year. He didn't think it would be such a big deal. Oh! You didn't remember the other time she said it? But okay. Okay, cool. I told them the girlfriend had to leave before my kids saw her. My dad trying to give other excuses, such as the fact that my stepdad, who's been with my mom for more than 20 years, was there, and said that if she left, so would he. I told him to be my guest, and they both left. Earlier today, my father called me. He told me off for kicking him out of the party. He said my rules were too restrictive, and his girlfriend was a lovely person who deserved to meet my kids. I told him that not only did I not care how nice she is, but I'll never welcome her at my home after the stunt he pulled. She can meet my kids after the 12-month mark, but not my place. We fought for a while before he hung up on me. My husband and my sister, who's staying with us for a few days, witnessed most of the fight. My husband is on my side, but my sister thinks I'm being needlessly cruel to a woman I never met. What do you mean needlessly cruel? Where is the entitlement? Scroll down for us? Well, now I don't wanna because you asked. Oh, you want me to scroll down? Sure. I'll scroll down here. Ha 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 ha. No, what the heck? It's... Why is it cruel? You know, those are their kids. You're not entitled to see them. Not the asshole. What the heck? No. Let's find another one. Oh, this one sounds controversial. Click. Am I the asshole for leaving my disabled friend behind as she was late? I, 25 female, and my friend, 25 female, A? I guess this is friend A. No, but like, I'm not holding it against the girlfriend. When did I ever say that? I said that like, they're not entitled to anything. You know, it's not like it's their kids. So how would it be being needlessly cruel to them? I really hate it. Like, just because you're family doesn't mean that like, you don't have to respect anything that anyone says, you know? And my friend 22, female A, had plans to go see a concert. I managed to get some good tickets for a great price. For context, we're both neurodiverse. I get stressed about lateness and changes to plans, admittedly. I also had paid for the concert tickets and travel tickets. The agreement was she covered food and drinks. Okay, that sounds not even, but sure. A is consistently late to things. Okay. This is my policy. I have one friend who's pretty late to things, but I excuse him because he is Cuban. Okay, I give him this excuse. That said, he did say he would try and be more punctual. But I am someone that very much values punctuality for the most part. I say as I was late for stream today. It's different, okay? It's different. Look at me. It's not the same. It's different. But, like, if you're consistently late for things, you know what? It just means that you don't respect that person. Like, it legitimately just means that you don't respect their time, you know? And, like, what you could be doing. Because you miss out on, like, activity time in doing that. With people like this, if someone is consistently late, lie. Lie to them about the time. Tell them it's 2 hours earlier. So if something starts at 4, tell them, oh, it starts at 2. There you go. They deserve it. Anyways, that's my policy on it. Like, it really depends on your boundaries, but like, it's okay to be late occasionally, but to consistently just be excessively late, like an hour, 2 hours late, that's different. And it's not like it's like a party, right? Like some parties, like, I know for me, because like I'm part Filipino, right? It's very normal to like show up to parties late, you know? It's weirder to show up early. It depends on the time and place and culture and people there. A is consistently late to things. This has led to conflict before. I purposely told her I'd booked an earlier train than the one I'd booked. Oh, it seems we are of like mind. We were traveling to a budget, so... Oh, we were working to a budget, so paid for non-changeable tickets using a rail card that gives 2 people a discount if they're traveling together. I told her the earlier train as I couldn't afford any extra expenses. Okay. A was late. Missed the earlier time. I confess I told her the wrong time as I know she's like what she's like and told her the actual time. She laughed and said she was on her way. I'm already getting angry. It was 5 minutes into the departure time. Oh. Hold on. This is very important. I'm sorry, I need tunes. I think if it's like a little bit late, like 10 to 15 minutes late, as long as it's not like super time sensitive, no biggie. You know? Like if it's the movies, right? And you're 10 to 15 or like 5 minutes late, it depends on whether you have gotten food and stuff first. You know, because sometimes even if you're really early at the movies, you want to skip the trailers. You know what I mean? But you also want to have time to get food and like drinks. Yeah, but there are things that you can do to prevent it. I say this as someone with ADHD. I set like a million alarms. Wait, it's 5 minutes to the departure time. I sent her a screenshot of the tickets and platform numbers so she could get through the barriers, but said I was going to get on the train instead of waiting at the entrance for her. A told me to wait, that she'd be there. The train left without her and with me on board. A rang me, asked where I was. I told her I was on the train, but if she spoke to the ticket desk, I could help her book a later train if she still wanted to come. She started shouting at me. What? Saying I was horrible for leaving her behind, that I knew she couldn't afford another ticket. She blamed her ADHD for being late, which I said wasn't an excuse, as I have ADHD too and managed to make it. There are 2 types of ADHD people, I feel. The people who are like extremely hypervigilant to the point of anxiety about being late, and the people that like just like constantly get distracted and then they end up late. For me, my ADHD makes me like, I get distracted at the thought of being late. So what I will do is I'll constantly think about it. So if I have to be up for something, right? My body subconsciously like knows that, and I will get up over and over, like every 5 minutes, like my own alarm internally will say, okay, well, don't be fucking late, you know? Like if I had to get up for something at 10, I would wake up every 5 to 10 minutes for 2 hours or 3 hours beforehand. And I'm like, okay. So I never have to worry about oversleeping for the most part. It's extremely rare that I oversleep for anything. Let's see. In the past, I've shared tips with her on what to do, what I do to be on time for things. I told her I was happy to meet her at the venue if she could get here. Her response was that she was going home and didn't want to go anymore. I rang another friend, Z, who lives near the venue, and said I had a spare ticket. They went with me. We had a great time, but I was angry at the other friend. Fast forward 2 days, she's still kicking off at me over messages, saying I'm a horrible person for giving her ticket to someone else and going without her, as we made plans to go. If you're not on time, that's not my problem. Like, how are you going to be an entitled brat about this? I can't wait to see people roast her in the comments. Holy shit. I think that, personally, something can only be an excuse so long. You know? If you were recently, like, diagnosed, right? And you're, like, trying to sort through your issues, that's a little bit different, right? But if you have been like this for a long time, like, you don't have to put up with it, you know? Like, other people don't have to put up with you not being able to manage your time. I can understand it to an extent only. I've tried to acknowledge her feelings of missing out, but ultimately I said I can't not live my life just because she's late. I also pointed out she hadn't paid for anything, so it's not like she lost money. A said I could have waited and got a later train and we could use my rail card discount and both be able to go, as she could have afforded it if she had a discount. I couldn't afford any more expensive for the trip. Z paid for food in exchange for the ticket. A couple of mutual friends are saying I'm in the wrong. Your mutual friends are fucking delusional and should have waited for her. I waited and hung out with her and said, as I made plans to go spend the day with A and not with C. I mean, if I had a friend that reacted like A did, I don't think we'd be friends anymore. I've confused now since others are saying I'm wrong. So to break the time, asking Reddit. Ah, yes. The epitome of opinions that you should have in the back of your mind. Of course. I've since spoken probably with mutual friends. They've apologized and said they didn't have the full story. Okay, well, that's good. I genuinely have accepted their apologies and there's no hard feelings between us. I muted A's messages. Something tells me she's found this post as she was blowing up my inbox. Good! You know, A, if you're watching this stream right now, look at me. Look at me. It's your fault. It's your fault! There you go. Fuck you. I really hate that. I really hate when people continually, like, excuse their bad behavior that affects other people. Like, I can understand somewhat, right? But this was very important. Like, I could forgive being late for trivial shit, right? But for you to be late for important things and then have the nerve to get angry at someone else when they paid for it? Oh, God damn it, it makes me mad. It makes me so mad. You're so stupid. Oh my God. It makes me so angry. Okay. I referred her as disabled in the heading because she said, and I quote, "You left someone with a disability behind and didn't help them." What disability? ADHD? Is that like, no, I'm legitimately asking. Is that the only like thing? I say this as someone with ADHD. Like, I got diagnosed when I was 18, bro. Okay, did you guys know? I did not know this until recently, but apparently in Canada, depression is considered like a disability. I was very confused because like, I got diagnosed with depression when I was younger, and it was like, I don't remember exactly what I have because it's been a long time since like I've gone to like a psychiatrist, but like it's supposed to be some long-term waxing waning depression, because like it's been like, let's see, I'm almost 27 now and I've been depressed since I was like 12 or something. So it's like, it's supposed to be this very long-term thing, and I had no idea that it was seen like this to other people. And even if it's only like a minority, to me that's a very strange thing, you know? Yeah, like I'm not saying that it isn't something that like people struggle with, right? It's just, it's strange to me to like see it like that, because I personally never really thought of it as like that for me. I mostly thought of it as like an inconvenience sometimes, you know? So yeah, I was gonna say, if she's saying your ADHD is her disability, wouldn't that mean they're both disabled? Like, I don't know if she means like she has like a, like there's something that she's not saying. I was wondering, I'm like, is she actually like in like a wheelchair or something like that? But no, it doesn't look like that at all. Let's see. Speaking as a chronically late person with severe time blindness and a sleep disorder, she has a right to be forgiven for lateness by her friends rather than having you take it personally. You clearly do this. She has a right to hold you to... What? Hold up a second. Speaking as a chronically late person with severe time blindness and a sleep disorder, she has a right to be forgiven for lateness by her friends rather than you have it take it personally. I don't agree. You clearly do this. She has a right for you to hold her ticket if she can get to the venue herself. You offered to do this. But she couldn't. She said that she couldn't. Okay, let me finish reading the rest of the comment before I judge. Look, it's her all to go. She does not have the right to be mad that you did everything you could to make this happen, then went ahead without her. Especially as she... I really dislike how this person's like, you take it personally. Like... This person also said that, like, they feel really uncomfortable being late. So it's, like, clearly a boundary that they have that, like, here's the thing. OP seems to be very punctual, so I'm going to assume they're on time every single time. It doesn't seem like they get angry every single time this person is not on time, right? But the one time they really need to be on time, I think they have the right to take it personally. You know, that's a very important thing. They spent their time and money. Like, OP spent their money. OP wasted their money because of this. And then this person has the audacity to get mad. Like, I do understand how ADHD can make it harder, but it cannot be an excuse forever. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can only use things to excuse, like, it to an extent. You still need to make an active effort, you know? So, let's see. No. She doesn't have the right to expect you to miss out on account of her. She does not have the right to be completely consequence-free from her inability to meet a schedule, regardless of whether it's caused by her neurotype or not. Yes, I agree with this. The only thing you have done here that isn't exactly right is to assume that you and she would have been affected the same way by ADHD. Not everyone who has ADHD is time blind or has the same degree of time blindness / inability to do time management. This is fair. This I can agree with. Okay, but I don't think it should be an excuse forever. But since you were angry and she was shouting at you after you've been more reasonable, that's not the worst thing in the world, and you're not an asshole for it. And she shouldn't be demanding that you do all the work compensating her for her being worse affected by time blindness. That's fair. Like, if it was like occasional, that's different. And it's not even like OP was like mean to her or anything. It's not even like OP gave them shit for being late. Like, if OP gave them shit for being late, that's one thing. I think also, if you have severe time blindness, right? I think the most important thing when dealing with that in an interpersonal respect is that you need to not be entitled. You need to accept that sometimes your time blindness, as unfortunate as it is, like, has consequences. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think, like, you have to actively make an effort and, like, speak to someone. Because I do understand, like, you do lose, like, sense of time, right? I'm not saying you can't be excused at all for it. It's just, like, it cannot be used as a crutch. Does that make sense? Not the asshole. Bacala. What's a bacala? Huh? I don't understand what this is. Yeah, she gave her extra time. She lied and said it wasn't, like, I think like a few hours earlier or something. Like, I know she told her the wrong time. I never want to use my ADHD as an excuse to use it as a reason, but I still want to do my best to make up for that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not saying that it's something that you can fix overnight, but if you know that you have a problem and, like, it's disrespectful to other people's time, right? You shouldn't... to be fair, I don't know, maybe that this person has made an effort and we just like haven't seen the fruits of it, or this was just an unfortunate instance, right? But like, at least from OP's side, they say they know how they are, you know. Baklava is different. I'm talking about bakala. I don't know what this is. Does anyone know what this is? Fish dish? Oh, hold on, I want to see some assholes. I'll make this as short as possible. If you have a... My family always has a huge Easter celebration. It's a great time. One of the star dishes is the bakala. We have been rotating who makes it every year since Nana is too old now. Aw, wholesome. Last year my sister made it and everyone had access to the recipe. This year is my turn and I bought everything to make Nana's recipe. The fish needs to go in the water bath for 3 to 4 days. It's cured in salt and without the water bath, it is not usable. I was on a work trip and I asked my wife to put in a water bath on Thursday. She knows it's an important meal for the family. She agreed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My wife doesn't like fish. I'm already saying not the asshole. She thinks it's nasty, so I came back today and the fish was not in a water bath. She never touched it. I asked why and she told me it was nasty. Nope. Nope. Wait, what phrasing? What did I say that was wrong? What did I do? This started an argument. I'm pissed that she didn't do 5 minutes of prep work for the dish that she knows is an important meal for the family. I told her she can inform my family why the dish isn't there. It can't be done now. She thinks I'm a jerk for throwing her under the bus. It's literally your fault! It's literally your fault. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not only did she agree to it. This is like my trigger. So, recently, on my scam counter this year, let's see, it's almost April and I've been scammed 4 times this year already. So I commissioned an artist and they deleted their social media and I had to do a chargeback. And the thing is, if they couldn't do it, I would have just been like, okay, no biggie, no biggie. Yeah, no, I got a phone. I ordered a phone. It was $500 and I got it. I did not get it. I lied. All I got in the box was a charger. And then a friend commissioned me for something and it was very expensive, like ASMR commission, and I was willing, like if they told me like they couldn't afford it, I would have done it for free, you know. I'm like, okay, no biggie, dude. Like, we've been friends a long time. We've been friends for, let's see, 6 years or so. He ghosted me. He didn't pay me. So that felt really good. And then from the artist, I got scammed in 2 different places. But like, my issue is here, right? If you can't do something, let people know as soon as possible so they don't waste their time. So if, like, you're not respecting other people's time or deadlines. So for example, if you're doing a debut, right? And you really need this art asset, right? But they wait 2 months to tell you, oh, I can't do it. That really fucks you, because in those 2 months, you could have found someone else to do it. Oh my god. Like, if you, why would she agree to do it? She just doesn't have to eat it. Just don't eat the fucking fish, you stupid bitch. Don't eat the fish. You don't have to. Like, you ruined something that is very important for like this entire family, their extended family, and like it's clearly like a tradition, and like it's probably like their grandmother is too old to cook, you know? Like, she might pass away and this is like a tradition. Like, this could be her last year, bro, and you took this away? You're such an asshole. Like, it's not, everything is about you. Holy fuck. Come on, show me some assholes. Please, show me some assholes. Oh, this sounds hilarious. Am I the asshole for laughing at my cousin after she had an absolute meltdown after her boss saw her buying toilet paper at Costco? Okay. Yesterday I tagged along with my cousin on a trip to Costco. She has always been very high strung, but for the most part we were having a nice time. As we were in the checkout a line, a very pleasant man in his 50s to 60s said hello. My cousin introduced him as a man who owns a company she works for. I sort of stood by as they had a normal small talk, and he even complimented her on helping out with a huge sale, even though she's not in sales. And he said that they were still working out what the bonus was going to be, but that it was going to be more than they initially thought. I mean, all in all, it seemed like a great interaction to have with her boss, with a boss when you see them out in public. Okay, sounds good to me. Shortly after he left, she almost started hyperventilating and saying, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. I had no idea what she was talking about, but then she started saying, we have to leave, we have to get out of here. That was horrible. I said I had $300 worth of groceries and I can't come to Costco. I can't leave. She actually walked away and sat down in the food court, and I was still so lost. But her leaving caused an even bigger scene because I had to go find her because she needed to scam her membership card. She was in absolute hysterics at this point, and even the cashier asked if she was okay and if they could get her some water. Okay, so this is my thought process right now. She's very, very self-conscious of these things. I'm actually okay. She seems very, very self-conscious, and like she had like a stress-induced panic attack. That's what I'm gathering from this. Okay. We paid and walked out. She appeared to be so physically weak, I told her to lay down in the back seat and I would load everything and drive. As I was driving, I finally asked her what was going on. She screamed at me, my boss just saw me buying toilet paper. Do you know how humiliating that is? I actually thought I misheard her, so I said, wait, this whole thing is over toilet paper? She screamed, yes, I'm probably going to get fired. I asked her if she seriously thought she was going to get fired for buying toilet paper. She said yes, that she can't let anyone at work know her private life. Wow. Women don't fart or shit. It's so true. Guys, I don't fart, but if I did, how much would you be willing to pay? I'm just curious. I'm kidding. I told her that I doubt he even noticed, and also I doubt that he thinks about her bathroom habits. He probably also assumes she shits and pisses like everyone else. And she screamed back, your job is so easy. You couldn't possibly understand how much pressure I'm under at work. I'm going to lose it. At this point, I lost it and started laughing harder than I knew was possible. Not only was it ridiculous, but I felt she was attacking me. Instead of going back and forth, I felt finding the humorous way to go. She said, you're actually laughing at me? You're such an asshole. I do you a huge favor and you're laughing at me? She got to my house, dropped me off, and sped off with my groceries. I called my aunt to make sure they at least got put in the fridge, but my aunt said my cousin overreacted. But I'll probably need to apologize to get up my stuff. Okay. I'm kind of like this too. I do think she was wrong. I don't know who paid. She said huge favor, but yeah, there's a lot of missing context. Hi Rabbit, hi Nori. Okay, so OP's cousin is clearly extremely anxious. You know, I don't approve of how they reacted, and it's not fair to minimize OP's like job or lifestyle just because like they're anxious. That's not okay, right? But like there's clearly something like going on here. It's not normal to react like that. And I hope that they can get help for their anxiety. They're probably like deeply self-conscious. And like, okay, there's also the possibility that they were raised in a household where like they are ashamed for like a lot of normal bodily functions. I don't know, but some people are also incredibly like just very touchy when it comes to like any bodily functions, basically. You know, I do think she needs therapy too. I'm tempted to say no assholes here because like if I was OP, right, I can understand like it's hard to not burst out laughing, but in the interest of fairness, I'll say somewhat no assholes. That's true. I don't know who paid though. They said $300 worth of groceries. Did all she do was like scam the card? Like their membership card? Or did they pay too? I don't know. I can't tell. Oh shoot. I didn't mean to do that. If they sped off with the groceries and they paid, like OP paid for it, then then okay, then I would say they're like OP is not the asshole, and their cousin is the asshole. What's up, Derek? How you doing? I wonder if there is abuse or something toxic going on at work. It's easy enough to exchange pleasantries in a brief public interaction, but something could be going on. But this is hypothetical. That's true. That is possible. From the context that we have here, which frankly is not enough, I'm inclined to say that like they're just super, super high strung, especially since like that's what they describe them as. But like, if I saw someone having like a genuine meltdown, even if I thought what they were having a meltdown over was silly, I still wouldn't be dismissive over it, you know? Yeah, I do feel kind of bad for her, but it doesn't justify her behavior. So, not the asshole. That is my final verdict. Oh. I want to find one that's more nuanced. Please. Please. So many of you people, it's just like... Hi, Jedrickson. Hi, you. It's just like people... Oh my god. People are already saying not the asshole. Fuck it. Should we go look at all ones that are already labeled? Oh, this one! It says they're an asshole. Let's look. Are you an asshole? Am I the asshole? 44 female is buying, my wife, 44 female, is buying a new car, and I, 42 male, told her I didn't want to hear her gushing about it. Oh, that already screams asshole. My wife just told me that she's buying a new car and that we will need to drive over 4 hours round trip for her to pick it up in the color she wants. There was a discussion about trying to arrange the car to be transported to us of around $1,000 or so. It's 4 hours worth. How much is 4 hours worth of gas? I looked at the gas today and it was like $1.50. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. But the car announcement was basically hinted at the day prior, with her asking if my new job offer was secure, as there was a car that had a good deal on it. What? Well, I have concerns. I don't think she needed a new car. It's probably not the time to get one. I have not voiced any of this to her, but I have also not expressed any congratulations or sentiment other than the logistics of how far the pickup is and when we will be free. Around 20 minutes. To reiterate, nothing negative, only logistical. I asked her what car she was getting and she tells me it's a Tesla. Then she starts gushing about it for 5 more minutes. Here's where I'm asking if I was an asshole. A few months prior, when she had first expressed desire in wanting to get a Tesla, I had told her not to get one in regards to their build problems, not to mention that I also did not respect Elon. When she asked me to elaborate, I googled and showed her. To clarify, I told her not to get, as in you shouldn't get that. Not, you cannot get one, I forbid it. This was not an argument or protracted discussion. It took about 40 minutes all total, and she did not say anything in agreement with me at the end, so I figured it was just a conversation, not a settled decision. I asked her to stop talking to me about the car. Reminded her I said not to get a Tesla prior, and I didn't want one to hear her talking about it. I did not say anything else in support or conflict with her decision. Edit to add, we have split finances. She will be paying for the car, and while I will be paying for her fuel as part of the electric bill, I'm not concerned about the $20 a month. Maybe I'm an asshole, but I don't really think they're being an asshole here. Is that just me? I can understand, like, you don't want to deflate someone, right? When they're excited. But, like, no, okay, so Arch, she is paying for the car herself, but he is paying for the extra 20. But you know what confuses me? She specifically asks, like, but the car announcement was basically hinted at the day prior, with her asking if my new job offer was secure. So I don't understand. I don't get it. Yeah, like, if they were sharing finances, I can understand, but it looks like she's paying for the car herself. I don't know if, like, he makes a fair amount of money and she has her own spending money that she gets every month and that's what she's paying from, that she saved up from. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let's go in the comments. What? You're the asshole. I feel like there's a large lack of communication going on here between both of you. Then why would only he be the asshole? Do you each often make large purchases without talking about it, or is this new? I feel like there's a lack of respect here from both of you. I don't understand. Why is OP getting shit for this? OP, I'm on your side, bro. Oh my god, yes. The beloved everyone sucks here. Okay, I do understand. Like, I do understand that if someone is excited about something, you don't want to be an asshole when they're talking about it. You know, respect people's passions. But simultaneously, right, if it's not like a decision you really feel comfortable with or can get behind, sometimes just like nothing is neutral. Like the best thing to do is stay neutral. Well, he said that he didn't forbid it, just that he really didn't think it was a good idea. Yeah, he's not putting her down. He just says he doesn't want to hear about it, which, like, I feel like when he already stated his stance on it several months beforehand, it's okay to say, I don't want to hear about it. You know, if it was like the first time he was hearing about it, then that's a bit different. You didn't draw a boundary? But he did! He said that he doesn't approve of it. Wait, I bet that if he said, you cannot do it. Like, oh my god, what the fuck? What? I do think he could have listened to her a little bit more, and then if he really couldn't listen to it, then that's different. Like, to be honest, 5 minutes of gushing of it isn't really not, it's really not that much, right? 5 minutes of like a bit of unpleasantness is not a big deal to sit through for your partner. But I don't think he's like a huge asshole. I do think that they didn't communicate super well, but like he stated his thoughts on it. She's the one who didn't tell him she was getting it until like short notice. What the heck? What? I think it's an everyone sucks here situation. Or not the asshole, because I do agree that like he could have listened to her be happy about it a little longer, right? But he didn't actively shit on it. He was just like, you know, like, this is how I feel about, like, you already know how I feel about it. I'd rather not talk about it. You know, that's not that bad. What? You did not voice your concerns about her buying a new car? He didn't know! He didn't know that she was gonna do it! Kyo003, it's okay. I got you, bro. I understand you. Kyo, you're onto something here. Reddit is crazy, bro. What the fuck? I do think that, like, unless you're really rich, you shouldn't be making these kind of purchases without discussing with your partner. Like, even if it's your own spending money, that's a big thing. You know, and like $20 like a month that your partner is gonna have to pay, it's not that much. And like, yeah, you're married for life, right? But like, I don't think you should think anything of it. But it's like, it's about like the respect thing too, you know? Like, if my partner felt strongly about something I was going to do, I don't know how much support I would expect. I would expect some support. Like, I do think you could have listened a little bit, but, like, this is a pretty big purchase, you know? Like, okay. I don't know. They just wanted to label an asshole. Wow, big boy didn't want to drive for 4 hours. And what? No. Since when was it about anything like that? See, everyone keeps saying that neither of you are communicating, but then only he gets marked as the asshole. Yeah, like, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to blame OP for not communicating, because he didn't know that she was buying it. Like, oh my god. This is why I hate Reddit and Twitter. Holy fuck. Obviously, it's not, like, I've actually seen some really good, like, nuanced takes on Reddit. Almost never on Twitter. Twitter is very guilty until proven innocent. Actually, even after being proven innocent, you know, but like... I do think there needs to be communication, but I don't think it's his fault. I think that he could have been more excited, but the communication is not his fault, because how can you give your opinion on something that, like, you don't even know is happening? You know? I don't get it. OP, you're not the asshole, or everybody sucks here. Could have been more excited, but you stated that you don't think it's a good idea to get a, like, a Tesla. And, like, okay, if OP had said you cannot get one, I forbid it, then the comments would be calling him controlling and an asshole. I'm gonna say not the asshole or everyone sucks here. That's my verdict. Let's see another. What does Reddit think is an asshole? Oh, it's two. Is it 2 posts? Are they the same amount of upvotes? Is it just displaying it twice? Controversial? Oh yeah, let's look at the controversial ones. Those are the ones that got me almost banned. How do I search by controversial? Hot. Rising. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, this one looks good. I hate the new UI. I have the legacy one on my actual account. Am I the asshole for looking at other girls while in a relationship? I mainly teen got broken up for many different reasons. This is already a red flag, but okay, let's listen. First, some random girl followed my ex for some odd reason. Then she texted her she got me off some app that I never downloaded. Okay, that's unfortunate. I showed her that I never downloaded and showed her that I had no hidden purchases. Then this random proceeds to tell my ex we have never texted. Remember this. Then she somehow had all my socials and phone number. I told my ex we never texted, and she told me she even told you that we never did. Then she pulls up a screen recording of a conversation with someone saying it was me. I told my ex that she specifically told me this random and I have never texted. Then she broke up with me on the spot. Then I had to prove even more things, like how I never downloaded apps and never flirted with anyone, and gave all my information to her. Then later on she saw I was looking at girls, which honestly I was. But I know who I love and I have no intentions or lists for these people. Now she's really mad and we are on no contact. How can I fix this and get back? So she has trust issues now because of this whole thing. He says it didn't happen, proves it didn't happen, but then he's looking at other girls. Like, is he looking at other girls in social media or like on a date? I don't know. This really is super teenager like. Oh, yeah, my reading comprehension skills were really tested in this. I felt like I was getting my GED again, bro. Okay. This is my opinion, right? I don't think he's at fault for this stuff. Right? Obviously, he was like a victim in that scenario, assuming he's telling the truth. But I don't think it's a crime to just look at someone and be like, oh yeah, they're attractive. It depends how long you look. Also, you should not be going on social media explicitly looking. Okay. If you see someone attractive in public and you're with your partner and you just do a quick double take, that's a bit different. You know, you can't help that. You know, sometimes it's just like a reflex response. You know, I might like tease my partner for that, but I don't think I would just like shit all over them for it, you know? I don't think you should if you can help it, right? But like, hi Neo, what's up? Yeah, like it really depends. It's like the way he phrased it, right? She saw I was looking at other girls, which honestly I was, but I know who I love and I have no intentions or list for these people. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like he was looking at other girls on Instagram. This, like, it, which is different. If it's like a quick look in public when you're with them, like, you can't help that, you know? It is how it is. But if you're explicitly looking at attractive girls on Instagram, that's a little weird. I don't think necessarily it's cheating, but I would feel very uncomfortable, you know? Either way, they're 18, so... Have you guys... I showed you that whole meme thing where it's like, every day I'm at risk of being exposed to a 14-year-old's opinion. That's me for real, for real. Please don't expose me to a 14-year-old's opinion. You're still a fetus. I would say, I would say no assholes here, just because, like, I think they're both super immature. Like, he's immature for looking, and I do think that, like, maybe she could have trusted him more, right? But once the trust is gone, like, I understand breaking up with someone the second trust is gone. So, I do understand breaking up. It's not something I would have done, right? But, like, for her, I don't know, maybe she was projecting. Maybe it was, like, she's very sensitive to issues like this. I don't know. Either way, why are you dating when you're about to go to college? I'm not saying, like, no relationship can work. But the amount that you change between 17 and like 21, you're like a totally different person, you know? Like, honestly, sometimes, like, with like exes, I'd be like, oh, that person's really attractive, and be like, oh yeah, they're really like beautiful or handsome, you know? Like, we could agree on that, you know? As long as they're not like comparing me and stuff like that, like, I don't mind too much. The odds are stacked against it, Getty, but, like, I don't really think there's much of a point for me personally. I think that it's possible for it to work out, and maybe you can have some good learning experience, but, like, your relationship... Okay. I also want to point out that just because the relationship doesn't last, that does not mean that it was not worth your time. You know? Like, you can date someone from high school to college, that same person, right? Maybe you don't stay together, but you learned a lot about yourself and what you want and need in a relationship, and that in itself is extremely valuable. You know what I mean? Like, you were each other's growing pains almost, in a way. It also depends on the experience you have. I mean, it looks like they did talk it out, Plasma, but I don't know. I don't know how people get married in general, let alone if they were in high school. Like, not every relationship needs to be marriage for it to be of value. Oh my god, no! My boy! This could have been the next Mr. Beast! You shut down the next Mr. Beast, bro! No! F in the chat for this dude. I feel so bad for them. I'm a father of 2 kids. One of them is my daughter who's in college, and another is my son who's a high schooler. I'm not too strict, but I'm very suspicious of my children getting social media. Actually, rightly so. I do think that if I were to personally have children, I would be very, very strict with their social media. I know what I turned out being exposed to social media from a young age, and God forbid, right? God forbid. People are super predatory, you know? I do not want my children on social media. I'm not exactly young, and I thought social media would be bad for him, but eventually I gave in and let them get social media. My son eventually decided to get YouTube and create a channel. I wasn't very used to social media, so I didn't do any stuff like creating accounts to see what they were posting like many other parents do. Okay, this I disagree with. If your child is going to have Like social media, you need to monitor it like a hawk. You should not leave your children unattended on social media. Bad dog. Around 5 to 6 months ago, my son ran into my room, screaming and jumping around, yelling about how we reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. By now, I was more used to the platform and social media in general. I congratulated him. If I'm going to be honest, I didn't really care that much, but he seemed excited, and I didn't want to ruin that for him. Okay? Then around 3 months ago, a similar thing happened. Bro, I'm getting outscaled by this high schooler. I'm just going to say different niche. Okay? Different niche. He reached 10k subscribers. Once again, he ran around screaming in joy about this news. He seemed so happy and excited about this. I congratulated him and let him do his own thing. A month ago, he ended up reaching 20,000 subscribers, which was an amazing achievement to him. He was so happy and I actually felt kind of proud of him. This was very rare. I actually felt kind of proud of him. This was very rare. Oh my god. Stop! The emotional damage, holy shit. So it was nice to hear that he was getting very popular in whatever community he was posting in. 2 days ago, the school told me that my son hadn't been to school in the past 3 days, saying that he hasn't showed up to any class and they were curious as to why. I was extremely confused as to why, and it hit me that he was skipping the entire school days to do God knows what. When he got home from school, I confronted him at the call from school. He lied and said that he had been in school the whole time, and that wasn't true, but I knew that was a lie. I told him to hand over his phone and kicked him in my room. He got mad, stormed into his room, slamming the door behind him. I have one major policy in my house, and that's don't slam doors in my face, especially when I'm mad. In frustration, he went onto his YouTube channel to have access to his YouTube channel and delete his channel. I didn't tell him when this happened, and since he didn't have his laptop with him, which is what he used to make videos, he had no way of knowing I deleted it. Yesterday, I told him I deleted his channel, and I don't think I've ever seen him angrier. He screamed at me saying I was the worst father ever, and he hates me a ton. I feel a tiny bit guilty about this, but I've talked to him numerous times about not skipping school, so am I the asshole? Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That's really fucked up. Yeah, you're the asshole. You're the asshole, OP. Bro, if it's bait, I don't care. Asshole. The thing is, there are parents like this. There really are parents like this. I will say that as someone who was like kind of addicted to playing League when I was younger, I do get it. Like my mom would take away the router from me. So, you know, I do understand like a concern, but like my man was growing fast. 20k subscribers in like 5 to 6 months is really good, bro. Nobody look at my sub count. Sub count is a worthless metric. Okay? I just said that's really good. Okay, but here's what a lot of people don't understand about YouTube. Sub count does not necessarily translate to money nor CCV. Okay? If you have 10 million subs, but none of your subs will actually buy your merch, you don't, like, or, like, are invested in what you do, you know, you're not gonna be as well off as, like, maybe, like, someone with potentially, like, 5 million subs. Also, it depends on your your views. That's true. It was about it was about him deleting it. Or him being, like, a little shit and slamming in his face. It wasn't even about the fact that he skipped school. He just did it to teach him a lesson. Like, you could have, like, 1 million subs, but if you only average, like, 100k per video, that's not great retention. And to be fair, sometimes it's YouTube, too. I've seen this with a lot of older channels where they just get, like, shit on and phased out, even if the content quality hasn't dropped. But that's the thing. You need to be really adaptable on YouTube. You need to look at the new trends and, like, the new thumbnail styles and stuff, and, like, what kind of audience there is, you know? I feel really bad for the kid, though, if this is true. So, Let's see, next one. Poo mode activated. This one looks a little too controversial. I don't know what poo mode means. Does anyone know what poo mode means? Or no? Hi, Calinari. I felt like if you paid attention to his son, he might have noticed that the kid wasn't going to school and making videos instead. Like, you're not interested in your kid's habits or hobbies enough to notice. That's true. But I mean, to be fair, like, you work. You can't be privy to everything. I was very sneaky when I grew up. Good morning, Benno. I hope that you're having a good day today. But, like, I used to get phone calls whenever I didn't go to school, and then I would intercept the answering machine because we used to have a fax machine, right? I would intercept it, and I would delete the message before my mom got home so she didn't know I skipped school. Because, like, I just hid in my closet for months because my anxiety was so bad. Let's see. Not to get too into numbers, but you currently have a CCV equivalent to 5% of your subscriber count, which is very disproportionate compared to others. Oh, no, I know that. But, like, you also have to understand that this is, like, a raid as well. And there are lots of, like, there are a lot of factors. It depends on what you stream. Like, some streams will do better than others, you know. Depends how dedicated your audience. Like, sometimes, like, your audience will literally just, like, watch anything you do because they just like you so much. Which, you guys like me so much, right? You have to say yes. I wish I had like a hypnotizing toggle, but I don't think I do actually. What do I have? Here, I'll just threaten you instead, right? You'll watch whatever I do just because you like me so much? Yeah! Actually, that's the one thing I really liked about VTubing when I discovered it. It was very different from normal streaming because it was like almost inherently like variety, you know? Meanwhile, I used to only stream League. Guys, you have to understand, like there were a lot of, between like my friends and I, we've all had different like careers and like content creation and stuff, right? And I've restarted channels probably around 10 times. Like, out of... I know, I used to be a League and Overwatch streamer. Nasty. I know, it's so crazy, right? Can you imagine not liking me? That'd be so weird. I'm a super, super nice person. Let's see, what did I do that was nice recently? Okay, don't think too hard about it. Don't think too hard about it. Thank you very much, though, Bob. I appreciate it. You've been so nice to me lately. What the heck? Well, I mean, you're always nice, but, like, especially. I hear it. I heard the alert. I wonder why you guys didn't hear the alert. Did I become challenger? No, I became challenged. It was very unfortunate. My arm is fucked up now. I'm putting my paycheck at risk. I like you so much. Okay, well, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, no, for like a lot of my friends, they had like very, their like PLs and stuff were a lot bigger than me. And like when they went on to like change things and like changes in their lives, it was a very different experience. Cause like for me, I'm very used to restarting, you know, because for a long time, it took me a while to figure out my brand identity. You know what I mean? Because, like, before, when I was younger, I was always very a banter-heavy person, and it wasn't as accepted, I found, or at least, like, I couldn't find my place for it. And, because it was always very, like, how do I put it? What is the... That's not plap plap. Stop. Don't think it's plap plap. It's not. It's... How do I put this? It's very difficult to describe. But like, Twitch is more bully the streamer than streamer bullies you. But I feel like in more recent years, it's like a lot more acceptable to like call your chat like pieces of shit. You know, there's a lot more banter. Yeah, not everyone can react or reciprocate, and I totally understand that. I think it's like, there's like a time and a place, you know? When I get manhera, I aka soup in my oshi kind words. It makes my day better. Okay, well, as long as you're financially stable, you know. Don't give me money unless you can afford to. I don't want you guys to be in a bad position or like anxious because of me. Okay? Take care of yourself. I hope that you feel less manhera, Bob. I feel like YouTube is a better streaming site. Oh yeah, are you guys using the new theater mode on YouTube? I haven't tried it yet, but it looked nice from what I saw. I think they made some changes to it, right? Why my music stopped? I was listening. Yeah, I told you, just because it's pausing, you shouldn't. I do like the more people like exchanging friendly jabs than before. Yeah, I don't understand because like a lot of people misunderstood my banter. They thought I was just like shitting on my chat, which I mean I do, but like, do you think it's like that all the time? It's very strange. I think it all relates back to the whole media literacy thing is dead. You know what I mean? Oh, so it looks good. I do think also, Resnick, you also have to include integrations. Twitch has much better integrations compared to YouTube. Earlier on the streaming meta for women, they were expected to act a specific way. Things have been better, but Holy used to be so much worse. I used to like not talk on stream, but you have to be like good enough at a game to do that. I don't understand otherwise. I'm like, that's why people watch Gosu for so long. No, not away. No. I tried to promote you to fellow VTuber watchers and they told me they couldn't deal with your style of banter and shitting on viewers. I feel like people need to watch more than 30 seconds of me. I mean, that to be fair, like maybe you just don't enjoy it, you know? And they don't like the parts that they do feel like if it was a case where you watch me for an hour and it really turns you off, totally get it. You know, it's just not for you. Right? But I think that if you come in and that's what you see, like obviously I'm not entitled to anything, right? If you don't want to watch me, like I'm not entitled to you watching me. But I do think that people really lack critical thinking sometimes because I don't actually banter that much. I don't actually shit on you guys that much. It's like maybe like 5%. Or there's like an occasional like joking jab that I give you guys. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I looked away for coffee for a second. Stop. Benny, that's an interesting statement for you to make. I don't even think I did it that much. There were plenty of times where I had like really valid and thorough conversations with you guys, you know? It's just that people don't stay for those, which, you know, that's fair, to each their own. I just do think that people are very quick to judge. And I can understand because why would you waste your time when you're looking for entertainment, you know? No one owes you anything. So yeah, I really don't say that much. Let's see. Let's go on to a next one. Oh, this seems nice. Am I the asshole for inviting my son's girlfriend to our family vacation and giving them their own room? Why does that sound bad? So my 35 female son. Oh, okay, so OP is 35 and female. And their son, who is 18 male, recently started dating his child's best friend, Beatrice. Oh, so cute! What the heck? 18 female. These kids have been friends since pre-K and have the most wholesome relationship with each other. He's had a crush on her for years. Oh my god, the childhood best friend won! Ayo! They got it. We'll never see this in a rom-com anime. Never. Enjoy it while you have it here, guys. She's a joy to have. Was too much of a chicken to ask her until recently. Aww. We go on a yearly summer vacation. Beatrice usually does come with us. She's a joy to have, and our other kids love her too. This year, no, the kids are both 18. This year, my in-laws are coming too. They're usually great people, but they're pretty strict with my son. This is because my husband was a wild child and ended up having my son at 21. Oh, that's true. She's very young. They're pushing for their preconceptions on my son, who couldn't be further from a wild child. My husband used to sneak out for parties. My son has a handmade model of the solar system in his bedroom. They couldn't be more different if they tried. We were sorting out our hotel bookings, and I mentioned that we were giving my son and Beatrice their own bedroom at the hotel. Mother-in-law said we shouldn't because they weren't married in their teens, and I said that it didn't matter because they're both responsible kids, and the alternative is sticking them with the kids will make them miserable. Her parents have said it's okay for them to share a room too. Mother-in-law said she couldn't allow this to happen, and we got into an argument. She's now threatening not to come on the holiday with us. I've gathered some opinions on the matter, and my parents think I shouldn't let them have the same room because they're teens. My brother thinks the same. My husband's brother thinks it's no big deal. Mother-in-law is demanding they have separate rooms, otherwise they won't be coming. I don't want the kids to miss out on their grandparents being there, but I think they're being ridiculous. Okay. Here are my thoughts, my all-important thoughts. I think it's really good that she trusts her kid, you know, and his girlfriend a lot. And, you know, it's good that they trust one another. I do think that even if kids are very, very responsible, things can happen. But I will say this. They would find a way. If they really wanted to see each other, they would find a way. Even if they weren't in the same bedroom. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If they weren't put in the same bedroom and they were put in separate bedrooms, they would just go somewhere else. So, I don't think they're the asshole. Yeah, like kids will find a way. If you restrict them, they're just going to be sneaky about it. It's better to be like upfront and then get them protection. So... I'd rather have them doing it under my roof and like with knowledge than like sneaking around and being unsafe because they feel that's the only way, you know? So, you know, that's my opinion. Let's see. Also, they're paying for it. Yeah, I don't know why the in-laws are so nosy about it. If they were gonna, like, have sex, they'd find a way either way. I was the one who crushed my childhood friend's heart. She had a huge crush on me, but I had a girlfriend, didn't think about her that way. She just got married, and I'm super happy for her. You know, if that really did happen, then congratulations to her. I'm glad that it wasn't a regretty spaghetti moment where you see someone, you know, dramatically go into the sunset and you're like, maybe, you know, it should have been me. It should have been me. As long as you're not like that, then no worries, bro. Shinpai, no worries. But do you know that? Do you guys remember that? That movie, what do you call it? Maid of Honor, but that has Patrick Dempsey in it. It has Patrick Dempsey and who else? Maid of Honor. Has Patrick Dempsey and... Oh my god, I haven't seen her in forever. Huh? Michelle Monaghan. What's up, Night? How you doing? I'm just kind of mad she got married before I did. You know, fair enough. This movie, okay, so she was her male best friend. Bro, this is the kind of situation where, like, you're only rooting for them because... Oh my god, I just realized it's literally an NTR movie, bros. I can't believe this. So, in the movie, it's basically Patrick Dempsey plays the male childhood, or like, I don't know if it's childhood best friend, but Patrick Dempsey plays the male best friend, right? The guy she told you not to worry about. She I think she has feelings for him. And he's like a player, because of course he's a player, right? And she finds a dude that I think he's like almost like a prince. He's like old money or something. He's like really, really rich. Right? And he, like, they're gonna get married. And then he decides, like, as he realizes she's getting married, oh, I actually love her. I can't let her marry this dude. Oh my god, no, it has to be me. It has to be me. You didn't want me before, but now you want me when I'm getting married to someone else. This is a kind of movie where you're only rooting them because you're only rooting for them because they're the protagonist. Like, in real life, they would be the assholes. You know what I mean? It's all about perspective. There's so many books where it's just like, oh, you're not actually the villain. Or like, you're not actually the hero. Sorry, I'm taking out my arm brace. I need to let my arm breathe. Not breathe! Oh, fuck, not again. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah. What's up, Mr. What's-His-Face? It's like about determining who's at fault in the situation. So that's why it's Am I the Asshole? Once read a book series where the protagonist's adoptive father marries the protagonist's childhood sweetheart while he's away saving the country. What book was this? NTR is everywhere. Oh my god. I don't remember if it turned out that the fiance was kind of like not super supportive or she wasn't super happy. Right? But even then, like, I want to see movies where they make a sequel and they're not happy. Except what they did with Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality 2 made me very upsetty spaghetti. Why did they turn him into an asshole in Miss Congeniality 2? Why? It just wasn't necessary there. Whatever, man. Fine. Ruin characters. I miss it. Miss Congeniality was so cute. Do you guys know that, like, little song that Sandra Bullock does? Where she's like, you like me. You want to kiss me. Da 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 da. It was so cute. And then they ruined it. Everyone ruined something. Yeah, no one can be happy. I hate this. I hate people being happy. Let's see. Am I the asshole for calling my 37 male friend? My friend, 29 female, selfish after leaving me on a night out. That's a pretty big age gap. So I went out for a drink with my friend to a bar. When it was closing, we met a man who we chatted to, and he invited us back to his place. My friend and I agreed to go and have a couple drinks there. I had drunk... Oh, no, her friend. Wait. Who? Oh, okay. No, okay, so no, the friend is female. So, I had drunk about 5 drinks by this time, only beers, and outside the bar, the man made some comments about whether I was interested in sex with him, and he also touched my backside. I told him no, I'm straight. My friend really wanted to go back to his place, and I thought it would be fine to still go to his house. Also, my judgment was bad due to the drinks. This is when things get weird. Oh! Yeah, that's kind of your bad. Okay, keep reading. Once inside the house, the man brought out a packet of white sugar. I don't use sugar, so I declined. That's really the last coherent thing I can remember. I got really sick really fast, cold sweats, and just vomiting. Did they get sugar without their consent? I couldn't stand that, or this is alcohol poisoning. It says like they didn't have that much to drink, but I couldn't stand. Every time I tried to move, I would just vomit in the toilet. Yo, I feel that. That was me like a month ago. Okay. Yeah, it was to the point where it was just severe heaving with nothing coming out. I remember my friend helping me out of the house and saying something about me almost being spiked. My friend did call an Uber for me. I got inside and need to leave it almost immediately because I could not stop vomiting. My friend at this point couldn't wait to leave. I think to go to try and meet some friends somewhere else for a house party. By the time I was out of the Uber, she was gone. I'm not sure how long it took me to get out of the home get home, but at some point I stopped being sick in the street and organized an Uber. I can't remember anything about this part. Just to note, we live in a big city. The next morning, friend rang me and she told me she tried to call me last night. All night. I had no missed calls and my phone was on the whole time. She mentioned she was considering coming out and looking for me. I don't believe her. Maybe it was emotional because of what happened, but I got pretty angry over text and called her selfish for not leaving me, for just leaving me to get back home on my own. She, even though she called a taxi for me. I think OP is not the asshole. Yeah, like, okay, if the friend was just drunk and they made sure they got on the Uber, like, they made sure that they got an Uber and they, like, drove off, right? Okay, I can understand. But, like, this was clearly more serious than that. I would have made sure my friend got home. Like, even if I had to go on the Uber with them. That's a pretty dick move. Wow. Damn, looks like someone poisoned you. You should probably go home. Good luck. Oh my god. This is not a reliable friend. This is very disappointing. Not the asshole. That's really fucked up. You should definitely make sure that they get home safe. Like, even with my friends, like, if I go out with, like, a friend, I'll text them. I'll be like, okay, you're home now, or let me know when you get home, you know? Or, like, you make sure that they get inside their house. You know, like, if you're dropping a friend off at their house, you make sure they get inside, you know? Yeah, I couldn't imagine leaving someone alone like that. Like, at my 18th birthday party, or like 19th birthday party, or no, I think it was like 18th. Like, we got drunk, and by the way, that's like the legal age. Like, at the time, that was like the legal age where I was. So, it really depends on the province. It's not as strict as the US. Like, legal drinking age in Canada is like 18 to 20, if you're wondering. But, oh no, I'm getting a rash. Oh. Oh, but anyways, what was I saying? Oh, like, I was saying that I actually completely forgot. Oh, but anyways, it was my birthday party, but I had to take care of my friends that were drunk and they were vomiting, and I had to clean up their vomit and make sure that they were, like, okay, you know? Yeah, 18 is mostly the legal age. Some provinces is like 19, but mostly 18. Like, some provinces, you can even get your license at, like, 16? Or you're, like, your learner's at 14 and then your license at 16, I think? I don't remember. But you can get it pretty young, so. Let's see. This is very disappointing and saddening. I'll probably do, like, 1, 2 more, maybe? I'm in Ontario and it's 19, but in Quebec it's 18. So I remember the classic thing is to go to Ottawa or Gatineau for your 18th birthday. Oh yeah, it's pretty common to go to other, what do you call it? Other provinces for it. I'm so glad though, more Canadians in the chat. Please, I'm so tired of getting outnumbered by Americans and everything. All my American friends can go out and do stuff and I'm sitting alone. Me and my little Canadian corner. Is that really the legal drinking age in Germany? I know that it's more of it's more of like it's more of a just regular drink rather than alcohol, is how it seems. I understand why we do it differently in the US. You should either be an adult or non-adult. The thing is, even just because you're an 18, it doesn't really make you an adult. You know, you're an adult legally, but not like actually. Oh, Lester, you too? Hey, more Canadians, yes, please. I'm so tired of being the only Canadian. Oh, I think oh, okay, this is an interesting one. Alrighty, am I the asshole for wanting to keep my inheritance instead of sharing it with my siblings? I, 30 male, recently inherited a sizable sum of money from our late parents. My siblings, let's call them Alex, 27 male, and Emily, 25 female, and I were all close growing up. However, as we got older, our relationship became strained for various reasons. Okay, now about the inheritance. Our parents were successful entrepreneurs and had accumulated significant wealth over the years. When they passed away unexpectedly, it was a devastating blow to all of us. However, their will clearly outlined their wishes, leaving the bulk of their estate to me. This was primarily because I had been actively involved in their business and had sacrificed a lot to help it thrive. Here's where the conflict arises. Alex and Emily feel entitled to a more equal share of the inheritance. They argue we're family, we should split everything evenly. However, they fail to acknowledge the countless late nights and weekends I spent working alongside our parents while they pursued their own interests. I've always been financially responsible, saving and diligently making wise investments. Couldn't be me. My siblings, on the other hand, have struggled with money management and made some questionable decisions in the past. That's more like it. I relate to these siblings. I worry that if I were to split the inheritance equal, it would be squandered away in no time. I've tried explaining this to Alex and Emily, but they won't listen. They accuse me of being selfish and greedy, saying that I'm betraying our family by not sharing the wealth. It's gotten to the point where our once close-knit relationship is on the brink of falling apart entirely. I'm torn between honoring my parents' wishes and keeping the peace within our family. Am I an asshole for wanting to keep my inheritance instead of sharing it with my siblings? I will tell you guys, when I got my inheritance from my father, I gave my sister like $2,000. And I didn't think anything of it. I've never really asked for it back. I don't really understand too much. And like, I didn't have like a huge inheritance or anything. That said, I most definitely squandered it. Yep. I made some shit decisions. What's up, Havocs? I hope that you're doing well too. Yeah, but our population density is really, really bad. Like, I think it's also like our GDP. Is that right too? I don't know. But yeah, our population density is really bad, Zale. No, I would still make the same decision now. I think it was... Oh, shoot. What is this? Oh. I'd pay it out if it doesn't burden me. If they waste some money, that's on them. Probably won't do it again. Yeah, but if like you worked hard on something, you should get the bigger piece. I do think that they should get a bigger piece, but like, I don't understand why he doesn't just set up investments for them. Like, give them a little bit of it and then set up investments. I think the thing is too, like, they aren't entitled to it. You know? I think there's a question in this one about how much the inheritance is liquid versus tied up in the business. That's true. Like, is a lot of the money in like equity or what? I do also understand that like OP worked harder. I do think that it would be very hurtful, you know, if like it says, I don't know the split though, because if it was like 60 and like 60 for OP and then 40 divided between like the siblings, like so they get 20 each, that would sting. But if it's more like OP gets like, hold on, let me do math here. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Hold on, where's my pencil? Okay. But if it was more like the case where like OP gets 50 and then they get 25 each, me it's a little too much too. Let's say like 30 and that's 70 left. 70 divided by 2 is yeah, I don't know. I think ultimately they aren't entitled like to it because like OP did sacrifice a lot of their years, it sounds like, and they helped a lot. I do think that maybe they could get a slightly bigger share, but to be fair, like maybe there's like context that OP is leaving out and they actually got a sizable amount and they're the ones being greedy, you know? If you don't know how to spend the money, then like that's on you. So, well, I mean, they do get some of it. It says that he got most. Like, why didn't you... Hold on. Did they provide more details? comment. This seems fake. This seems fake. Super fake. I didn't get any. Yeah, like, it really depends. Oh, money is OPs and money decides to give them. There's the issue of, is keeping the money fair for everyone? Should I honor my parents' wishes? Those are two different questions. I would give them a little more, but I would tell them that it would go in a specific account, and if they touched it, then, like, fuck them. Like, that's on them. Like, you're setting them up for success, because it says, like, OP is good with money, right? So they could give them a little bit to, like, be better with finances and not touch, right? But, like, the thing is, if you have, let's say it's like this, right? OP gets $2 million, and then the remaining $1 million gets split between the two siblings as 500K and 500K. That's still 500,000 fucking dollars. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why you need to feel greedy. And it's like, if you need money, like, you can go to your sibling. At least, like, at my house, it's like, oh yeah, if you need it. Yeah, you know how many, like, McDoubles someone could get with that? If they chose to get McDoubles. I actually don't get McDonald's anymore. And it's way too expensive. Why? For what reason, bro? Know your place. McDonald's. I'm just kidding. But, like, it's still $500 that you get. Or $500,000. Like, if you can't do something with $500,000, then you're really fucking up. You know? If it was the case where it was, like, a much smaller amount, then I also don't really understand that much. I know. That's crazy. I don't think they're the asshole. I personally would probably handle it a bit differently than them, you know, but I don't think they're an asshole for wanting to handle it like this. It's unfortunate, but it seems like people see with money instead. Let's see. Let's look another. Oh. I'm excited to get angry. Oh, they even have to give, like, a reason. Interesting why they think they're an asshole. Am I the asshole for wearing a dress while out with my boyfriend and his friends? My boyfriend, 30 male, and I, 26 female, have been together for over 2 years. Recently, we went out with some of his friends and their SOs. We went to dinner and then hung out at a bar nearby. At the bar, I noticed I was pretty much being avoided by the two women in our group. As I was standing next to one, the other walked by and asked if she wanted to go get a drink with her, completely avoiding me. After a while, I noticed one of the women crying and distancing herself from our group. I was confused because I thought we were all having a good time. The next day, my boyfriend got home from work and told me he talked to his friends over the phone and found out that the woman was crying because of what I was wearing. He said she had told her husband while we were at the bar that I shouldn't be wearing that, and her husband asked, "Why? Are you jealous?" This upset her. Why would someone care so much about what I was wearing? It was literally just a black dress. I admit I have a large chest, but it's natural. I can't take them off whenever I want. My boyfriend had no problem with it. These women are also 10 years older than me. It's just weird to me. I also don't get why they wouldn't just tell me to their face they had a problem instead of excluding me all night, making me feel like the odd one out. I've told my boyfriend I would prefer not to hang out with him again, and he doesn't understand. I feel like he blames me, but I don't think I did anything wrong. What? What? I know, right? It's crazy. You know, Lester, I was talking to Americans and they said like a 40-piece nugget, like getting 40 pieces of nuggets is like $14 US. Which here, that would be like, what, $30? It's insane. This is like some big insecurity. Holy moly. I think it's saddening that her, like, that person's partner was like, well, to be fair, maybe it wasn't, well, it clearly was because she was wearing the dress, but it's also because of her husband's comment. Like, I think that he could have genuinely just been asking, because he said, why? Like, are you jealous? Like, it could have just genuinely been asking, but, like, they're not the asshole at all. Holy moly. Oh, okay. This one sounds like it's gonna make me angry. I like that. I'm the asshole for not arranging childcare so my husband can go out. I, 40 female, have been married to 47 male husband for 10 years. We have 2 kids together. Oh, 6 and 9. Okay, so they got married. Okay, well, they got married and had a kid a year later. I don't know how long we were dating before that. And I have a son, 19, from a prior relationship. Oh, okay, he has autism. I teach, coach 2 sports, and school myself and run the household. I plan the meals. I'm already saying not the asshole. Oh my gosh, busy bee over here. Grocery shop, cook, clean, maintain the budget, etc. Every week I communicate with 2 babysitters, 2 teachers, and him about where the kids are going, who's picking them up, if they're on the bus, who's getting them from the sitter, etc. Husband works rotating shifts, some 12-hour shifts here and there, has a 45-minute commute. He has days when the kids are in school. He has 2 weeks on the first. What the fuck? A week on... I don't need to know all this. He recently told our husband that his life is incomplete because he did not get time to do what he wants. Work out, hang out with friends, hang out by himself. I encourage him to do these things on his days off when the kids are at school or his second shift weeks. Keep in mind, any days I have off are also days where I have with the kids. And I'm busy cleaning, shopping, running them to various activities. Bro, I'd be so angry. I would be so angry. And shopping, running them around to various activities. When I do ask for his help with activities, he is annoyed or acts super inconvenienced. For example, he hasn't taken our youngest basketball in a month and took him today. 5 minutes into the activity, I get a call. When does this thing even start? I feel the rage building within me. I feel the rage, guys. I work all day and come home to be a mom, wife, and soon myself. Would I like to have time to do things with myself, for myself, and with other adults? Yes, but I need to arrange childcare in order for that to happen. He brought up that there are times when he wants to do something, but then he can't because he has to get the kids from school again, only on his days, on his off days. Then don't have kids! Like, you're not invested in their lives? Why did you even have them? Did you even want them, bro? I told him if he wants to do something on those days, he needs to arrange childcare and communicate with all involved what's happening before he decides to do it. He thinks I'm obligated to do it because when I want time, I arrange a schedule for that. The last time I did something was August 2023. I would move heaven and earth for my family. I planned trips for him to connect with his family. I planned outings and catered to his and his kids' interests. And the kids' interests. I put myself last in a lot of aspects. I'm standing firm on this. So am I the asshole for expecting him to arrange childcare so he can go and live his best life and feel more complete? Honestly, she is being so nice to him. Way too nice. I was talking about this with Chris yesterday. Like, she was we were talking about, like, we were doing Am I the Asshole on her channel because it's her birthday. She's actually doing her birthday celebration still, I think, her donathon. So if you guys want to support Chrysalia, you know, I retweeted it yesterday. But it's like, why even have kids? And we were talking about, like, being financially responsible for children. I'm not saying that you need to have, like, a ton of money if you want to have children, right? Or children, but you need to know that you're gonna come last in every single respect, you know? Like, you can't expect to have kids and not put them first. And then you have the nerve to act like you're doing some big favor by providing the basic necessities to a child that didn't consent to being born. You know what I mean? Like, that was your choice. That wasn't their choice to be born. Like, therefore, it's your responsibility. So... if I wanted to answer with "you're the asshole," I couldn't. Don't have kids if you aren't prepared to put them first or be responsible for them. Please! I know I don't have to worry about, like, most of you guys having kids at all or doing anything like that, but don't have kids if you're not ready to be responsible. You're better than that. You're better than that! It's literally the bare minimum. It's not even that hard, bro. It's not that much. That said, I really need to pee. And my voice is a little tired. I think I got too excited, making people feel bad about themselves over the internet. And by that, I imagine their reactions to us Usually I save that for like the shower when I'm having like arguments that I win with myself, but I'm doing it in real time right here. So that said, you know, if you're new here and you had a great time, maybe you should subscribe. I stream a couple times a week. I think like 4 to 5 is probably going to be my average, because I want to get in the routine of making content as well, like YouTube videos and stuff, like ASMR, covers, highlights, etc. But if you had a fun time, I hope you stick around and then I see you again. I am going to, what am I going to read? Let me look. No, don't look at my browser. Don't look away. Also because like I don't trust myself. Let's see. Do I even have permissions to read anyone? Let me see. Oh. Oh, I would feel shy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have perms. God damn it. I don't have perms on this account. Shit! Let me see. I don't have perms. Okay, it's fine. Let us raid. Let's see. Catch talk about the rule. If y'all don't let you. Ah, I wasn't even close. I was not even close again. Okay, well, Maeve is doing a charity stream, so that's an important cause. Actually, what is this cause? I don't know what this cause is. I don't know, but charity, good thing. That said, you should do research. Let's see, what charity is this? Oh, it seems like it's an environmental charity. I think this, from what I've heard, this is a pretty reputable one. But always do your own research. Don't just trust people. Do your own research. That said, thank you for coming. I am going to head off now. Good night. Be kind. Behave.